Welcome to Onivia Highlights. These are the best highlights of today's LCK Cup 2025.
Available. Life, I imagine, is the target here, because his passive stacked as well, so we'll have the empowered autos on W.
Heal comes in, they're still gonna go for it. The knockup goes in onto Cuz, he's tanking the turret, he's definitely going down. The first blood goes to Corky, and they do take down the Rakan. And
a good amount of potential value there. So right now, Drake is being taken. That's 2 objectives coming through here.
T4 either, so it's gonna make it pretty awkward, potentially up on the top side. But again, perfect is Ambessa. Can Pioshik make something of this? As here comes the ult on in, the damage should be enough, but Dudu taking a ton of damage himself. Bulldog as well making his way up. Even Life was here for the potential 4-man dive if they needed it. Here, much better for the DM Freecs. Cuz would love to just kind of stroll in and smite one away. And now the rest of the team coming in, but there is the knockback. Cuz getting pretty low, but now the crunch coming in from KTTP behind this one.
That's Rumble.
And they committed big time to this. This Pantheon is just so dead. You're not getting away. As the bailout, he is not able to do anything. Duckdom left alone on the bottom side of the fight as rocks are flying. BDD as well is going to get knocked up, but I don't think he cares. I'm not sure they have enough damage between these two, especially with the Ashe nearby, but still it's a big win for the side of the DN Freecs as they've got push on top side as well. Not having vision in the banana brush over there by the Rift Herald pit as Destiny is going to come in. I think he tried to use a wall, and that's just going to be canceled. Bulldog will just be executed. This is what we expected out of this duo.
Yeah, this is still
press your buttons.
OKT might try to go. I don't think they can get the turret. Plates are about to drop. If Perfect can stall even a little bit here, and they are able to get the third objective, they're going to be feeling good. They lost Warfare, though.
Bot turret goes down. And here comes an arrow from Duckdom just trying to help out. The Dragon goes down. I think KT, they got it. They got the feats, yeah. So now Perfect, I mean, yeah, he might go down here. He is still Ambessa. He's dashing. He's diving out of the way. And DNF are just left scratching their heads at the design. As that is pretty hard to do that. They're still going to be able to push him away and get the turret. But it feels like a consolation prize at this point. DNF's still in the lead, but they're down a couple of lead and gold, I should say.
Because the same reason why Cloudsoul was OP. You could just walk.
Just walk.
Just
run. I mean, at that point, you're just kind of running. Perfect going in on this one, not knowing the imminent danger that he is in. As the Vi-ult does come down, he does dodge a bit of that, but he's still going to be taken down. Now, Bulldog is in a pretty rough spot, but here comes Life, and actually going to force the flash away because they're not able to convert on the other side of the map. As Berserker solo farming, you got Dudu solo farming. Yeah, that's more of like a just going to press R to see where they are.
Zone control.
Yeah, zoning ult from the TF. And with Rift Heralds, DN Freecs are very much in control of the map right now. KT, the equalizer is kind of, oh wow, it did a lot more than I was expecting. Dudu kind of taking up the turret though. Here comes Bulldog, just blocking the Rift Heralds. That's totally fine. It wasn't getting another charge anyway. But really the main takeaway from this is...
They execute though. Valdez as Pioshik is in the pit. KT, they're going to have to pick a target.
I mean, it might just come down to a smite fight. Like, here comes Dudu. He's pretty fed. He doesn't have equalizer, but he can roast everybody. That's the engage from Life, and he gets knocked back as well. Duckdom does nothing as they try to go for Bulldog, but he's able to stay alive. And down will go the Pantheon as well. That is a free Drake given over to the DM Freecs, plus a bonus couple of kills.
And Duckdom is the one man. Freecs is even close to dying. Bulldog looked like he might, but he's still with his Archangel shield. That's now Voracious Otacon as well. And I think DM Freecs are about to bring us to a Game 1 victory here because that is soul point denied.
Okay, nice arrow. Is going to hit into Berserker. Just going to go for the cleanse.
That's it. It's just cleanse.
At least it hit him, you know. And now they're going for Cuz once again. The combo does come in, but that is Pantheon. Going to bait out the Renata ultimate. So... hashtag worth.
Yeah. I don't even give up any of their buffs. Dudu is still happily pushing.
Little wall to come in. Nice flash from Wei. As,
deep.
okay, BDD even going to flash in against the wall and the top of the map as we're going deep for this one. At least the bailout barely comes out at the end, but he's not able to survive. And of course, with the revive coming in from the Otacon, DNF able to just go ahead and do this. And yeah, every tower is falling, everything is falling to the side of the DN Freecs, who are very far ahead at this point in time.
And Pyosik and Life are the big difference makers in this one. It's the continuous and anyone overextending inside, because with the arrow and with the double globals, that is still a way that you can do it.
Oh, cuz not again. As the combo comes in, you talked about it. This time it will go onto the Pantheon, and there's just no escape as bit of damage is going into Dudu, but he's got Sonya's completed. Duckdom desperate to do something in this game, but he'll be denied doing anything as Dudu even gets the kill onto him as he escapes at the same time. Just the burn damage getting it done. This game is done and dusted, Chronicler.
The killing Dudu would not have changed anything, but I still hope that it would happen, just so KT would have something.
The Duckdom fans would have been a little bit
They don't
happy.
work out and you're kind of even. It just feels horrible. Because, again, if you get into a 5v5, if you're DN Freecs and relatively even, as we have seen, I think their comp is it's such a straightforward front to back. You have great engage, great follow-up, a lot of AoE damage as well with the Talia and the Rumble. And then we never really got to see an opportunity for KT to try and, you know, turn that lead into anything else, because the lead never really materialized.
Okay, they're going in on the Dudu. They quickly realize their mistake as everybody tries to just run away, and they're all being burnt down by the equalizer, which was excellently placed. This should just be a straight-up ace, unless BDD survives somehow. Doesn't matter, the Nexus will fall, as Ingo's Pyosik trying to extend into position for Life to make the jump. Actually does do so, and BDD will survive. But he won't be happy about it. He's got a 1-on-1 scoreline. The rest of the team don't look at those.
The counter matchup in top, but then I look at the comp as a whole, and I think the burden of execution is actually pretty high between Yone. The problem, it's Jax. So actually getting damage into him as Kalista, not going to be easy, because on a ward here. Oh, they're going to keep going.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to get this dive down. There's no counter-strike, so you just straight up die. And there's no help, you know, all the junglers damage does come through from the Kalista. Duckdom able to land that Q.
Favorable trade for the DN Freecs bot lane when it comes to the sums, but favorable for health for KT. So we do have a counter, or a little grasp proc, but the body slam ends up getting perfect out of dodge. As Berserker.
Berserker! Okay, he's got barrier for now. There's the flash to follow away. He's gonna pick up the kill. A solo kill, I might add, as now Life getting in, but that is Yone. You can't beat that champ, as he will get away very easily. Life just
not just wasting the sums. Perfect is also looking to go for a build with damage, which I do applaud. He had a really rough game number 1. And seeing him go for the more AP-heavy variant of Gragas is something that we think is a really, really good call. Even after such a rough game, there's nothing that DN Freecs can really do. Pyosik on a back at the moment, and this might also lead into a possible fight towards that dragon. Level 11 here for BDD.
He tried to deny the cannon. He was unsuccessful.
They get hit.
Yeah. Another reason to play AP Gragas is that he's pretty naturally tanky anyway. Not quite as tanky as tank builds Gragas, but at least you do damage. And you do the bomba.
Yeah, there were times where I think the tank build was really overtuned, but after they did repeated nerfs to his passives, I do think that the AP build, you can go like bruiser-ish, you don't have to go full glass cannon AP, but I just think it's so much better.
Feats.
They are in. They do not know about the Lee behind them. Duckdom.
Okay, he is going to flash away from that one, and now it's just a kick on a Leona. That's actually Pyosik in a rough spot. Throws him in, and now the turn is huge. Easy kill on a Pyosik. Life will flash away. The cask is very nice and perfect. He once more, he's going to land the slow with the bomb there, as now Bulldog has to flash himself, does dodge away from the Yone, and will survive. But at the end of the day, KT just getting so much out of this trade. It does get pulled back by the Fate's call. So DNF, they found the one angle as
that was I think,
Cuz slams his face on the keyboard and presses every button at the same time.
Yeah, that was a lot of buttons used. So the Herald one is not that bad. The Sonya's arm guard obviously is very unfortunate. Will it matter though, Valdez? I don't know.
It
I
just
don't
kinda
think
feels
so.
like no.
No, I don't think it will. They're 6 or is it 5.5k gold behind. Perfect, like single-handedly, is just kind of dancing on them as he does as KDA Gragas.
Yeah, they're trying to fight for this one. Life is probably dead. His flash is already down. Pyosik is behind enemy lines. And we also had Dudu TPing into this one. Pyosik is free food. Remember when Wadded broke down on the space about how they could have just taken top turret KT in game number 1 and just given up the dragon? It was the 3rd Hextech dragon as well. A little bit of a different situation because KT got the first couple of dragons. Yeah.
Cosmic Drive for at least a little bit of AP, plus the...
And it's blue.
The speed, yeah, and the CDR. It's always going to feel great. A lot of ability
It's
haste.
also blue. I think that's more important than
okay, sorry,
the
sorry.
CDR.
What's next?
Well, Life is going to be okay. The charm into the ult. Still have Otacon buff. BDD goes in. Might just kill Bulldog here. No, he will survive.
They still have the buff. 15 seconds. Maybe a Hail Mary engage when it times out, but look at that, KT. They're not even taking the risk. What is this? Is not my KT. Where's my roller coaster?
Yeah.
I'm leaning towards lose.
It was 10 kills, the record.
Okay, the Hextech Soul's gone. It's... What?
All right, Hextech Soul gone. There's the flank. They have everything they ever could have wanted. The MF does ult just to get Gragas cast. As I did mention, that's a double kill.
Penta angle?
Penta angle here. Penta. Wait,
Penta.
Go down. Duck Dom looking for it. He misses the kill. And he might just go down at Ignite and the minions. So that was kind of sad. We're not going to break the record for
I've
lowest
been ready
for like a good 15-20 minutes. Like, I am so ready for game 3. We kind of had an inkling that this would go to 3.
Pyosik. He's a man with a dream. No dream. Well, he's still behind them.
Where did he even go?
No, he's still behind them. They don't know.
He just went into the river.
They're not aware. He's pool playing. He's trying to challengers to challenger.
Okay, well, he got the kick, and Duck Dom will die. It's a 1-for-1 trade until the rest of the fight happens, where it's not a 1-for-1 trade, and KT just bop him over the head. And there you go. Maybe just headbutt them over the head. And yeah, just going to be a full-on ace. Down will go Life. And Dudu, not very long for this world. He does have his Zonyas to keep us in this game for just a little bit longer. And there you go. Full ace does go the way of KT, and they will look to end the game.
Going to be close to 30 minutes, maybe even sub 30 minutes. Finish here. Bulldog will be up in 12 seconds, but I don't think we're going to see him in this game anymore, Valdez. We are going to a game number 3. KT, after a rough game 1, bounce back in pretty crazy fashion. And DN Freecs. Yone doesn't count.
Yone's fake.
Yone's not real.
Not a real champ. Get that out of my
It's not
head.
a mage. Getting her to kill onto him would be absolutely huge. Just Dudu, he knows what's about to happen. Life is backing now, but he's not making it here in time.
Well, it's a flash, but the Deadly Flourish comes in. Wei should be able to tank 2 shots, but he tanks a 3rd and just dies. Oh no, level 2 here for Dudu, and he's got his W, but down he will go. It's traded. He gets 2 of them down, and it looks like one of them was in execution. Everyday League of Legends.
Okay, so great flash there, dodges the stun, then is able to stay alive. I think actually due to the kill, right? Even though it doesn't get the kill, even though it's just the execute, then gets level 2, which gives him...
That was so easy.
There's already enough going on, Valdez.
So easily for that one.
Attempted steal, not gonna work out, because it's going to take Dragon as well. It's just a word. I need to be able to say that word. I think you just win by default, as long as you execute on the team fights, which, by the way, you have 2 frontliners. You have great engage with your Sejuani.
Yeah.
There is only squishies on the enemy team. Well, I guess Perfect isn't squishy, but he's still a good target. This is the vision trap we were talking about.
Here it is. There's their big engage. They are going to catch life.
They got a kill!
100%. They did it! They got the Elise! And the follow-up here, another stun from Cuz, gonna force a flash out of Pyosik. And you know what? If DNF face check an unwarded
that,
Bruh,
but we'll take it. Perfect. Probably gonna have to give up this turret, which means that the erase.
first turret.
Ooh, this is low, but yeah, I don't think they're gonna be in time.
They should probably be hitting this, right?
I'm pretty sure they could have gone.
They would have gotten it if Dudu just stuck around and hit the turret instead.
Yeah, it was.
Who needs the feats of strength anyway? They're
Okay, KT, you do not have control. They're gonna try and force a little bit. Get the TP. Maybe you just take that.
Yeah. They'll get the TP. A lot of damage, a lot of poke coming down. Dudu, he wants more. He is angry after giving up. He doesn't have Q3, and so he's just a rooted Cassante because he didn't dodge that either. And, well, they're going to drop the Rift Herald. So they should be able to get this turret. Here we go. Charge on in. Okay. Didn't get it there for a second. Was a little bit worried, but they got the turret.
Good enough. The point of KT is that they're playing a pick composition and they need a kill desperately for the plan to work. But I think that's a lesson that DN Freecs can take, and if they implement it in their gameplay, it is kind of over.
Yeah.
This is just one, so it's fine. They will also ensure that the battle for the Santos, and then after that it was like we've only had 3 kills in this series.
Certainly with the new patch, you would have to imagine. We're kind of out of position, but rotating over, and now the drag on a Duck Dom, who's just going to have to flash the wall, just dying to a Cassante. Way as well going to get knocked back here. A bit of damage here on a Cuz. Is this Cassante?
Outer flash.
Not necessarily that killable. Looking to threaten them with some very tiny needles. That is what Jin fires, by the way. It's not actually bullets.
Actually moving like a team. I feel like KT still feels so scatterbrained as Perfect is on a flank angle. They don't have a Sejuani. Maybe this is the moment, but they need to hit some CC.
Well, it's going to check the brush there with the Deadly Flourish. Again, the pick comp of KT. They would like to get a pick to start this off.
One pick, please.
Life, what's going on here? Oh, wow.
I don't know about the ult.
Yeah, the ult was optimistic, let's say.
That's one of your big cooldowns.
Uh-oh. And now the big burst. The big boom boom damage coming out of the way, but look at this Dudu, it's taking a huge amount of damage. Jin can kill tanks, and he does it there. It's not gonna hit anything else, but life might go down. He's gonna taxi over to the minions, but this is Viego we're talking about, not really getting away from him. And KT, they get a couple of picks. They didn't get one, they got 2. They doubled their kill score.
It works, Valdez! The comp works! Just 1 kill, bro! Just 1!
Just 1!
And now, this is a 2-minute period in which DN Freecs are not going to be able to contest. I do want to highlight, with Wei and the Caitlyn, like this is still not enough by itself, because the wave clear is so good. Getting caught would definitely do it, though.
Oh, life! It's going to flash out. There's the Mikhails as well. I mean, they have a lot of ways to get out of the engage of DNF. Really, the Cassante is the biggest problem. We saw what happened to him in the last fight. Dudu doesn't remember what happened in the last fight. He's going to continue running at them.
Okay, that should be a soul point setup here.
It's not the answer. And
okay, well now the buff is going to time out.
Yeah, and Duckdom's pretty low. Okay, nice pick there onto life, and he is not able to go up into the sky. As now 0 and 3, he keeps looking for very optimistic cocoons. I mean, just kind of dying.
We don't know where the gray screen is. Maybe it is in the sky.
I think it is. That gave them some gold.
Actually, really nicely done
stun,
there.
got him. Yeah. Look at Sejuani. Yeah, it's not terrible. It's doing a little bit. It has chipped away quite a couple of ticks of health bar.
Okay, BDD again, over the wall. He is the crucial part of this composition.
Yeah.
His damage is what makes the difference, and they need a pick to set up. Ocean Rift actually doing a lot of work there. He's gonna like get over the wall.
They need BDD here. He's just not really here just yet. As Dudu's going in, they're gonna look for Cuz, who ults away, and now
BDD?
the flanking Syndra is gonna land the stun onto multiple. And there you go, you have your pick, but the turn does come in. Pyosik is gonna go down. Can anyone kill Dudu is the question I have. They're trying to get Ductum on the backside. BDD is so low, running away from Berserker, who is going to get the kill, and Dudu is still alive on the right side.
They got soul though!
They did get the soul, and that is going to be huge. And finally, we know that Viego and Jace can eventually take out the Cassante, and that they do. So KT, they stumble their way across the... Like, Pyosik tried to dash into Syndra when there was a ball on the ground in front of him.
Oh, flash on perf, but he does have Ocean. Like, look at the healing.
Yeah.
That's coming from this guy.
Ult's coming in.
We're letting him tank a lot.
They want the Jace. I don't know if they can kill Jace.
I take back...
The answer is no, and Dudu in a lot of trouble. Now the frontlining Jace, they're trying to block for Dudu, but they can't. They do not get the block down, and DNF are falling apart. KT Rolster, a couple of huge picks, and maybe now finally they
Error of my ways. I should have believed in the pristine Ocean, as he tanks so much there. Completely unbothered. What was it, like 2 free ultimates?
Yeah.
Went into the Jace, didn't matter. That's Nash. And now, lit in a purple glow. I think KT have done it, Valdez. It was a very KT fashion.
Yeah. And we said, you know, if this game goes long enough, it should go to DNF, but it just feels like, unfortunately, for their sake, they weren't quite able to make as many grounds.
It doesn't matter, it's
as
fine.
Perhaps we thought they were going to. And now KT getting this game, if KT can't get enough with this Baron.
That is a good way back in, actually. Pyosik stealing an Elder buff. That could do it. Might actually be tough to hit it. We'll have TP available though, so might be able to TP back in.
Well, he's going to go very deep for that kill. I don't know about that one, Cuz. And now no reset comes in. Duck down. No, the flash! 4th shot, just like that, to the face. And now with Berserker gone, you don't have enough damage. Bulldog is being bullied away. It looks like KT finally did it. We're not going to have any Elder flips, no challengers here. It's just straight up LCK Cup. KT Rolster looks like they have finally done it, as they will look to push to end right down the middle of the map.
And it's so KT to still be like, are they really gonna do it? Are they really gonna win?
Is it enough? I don't know. I think it's enough at this point, as we're gonna get some shots on in. Hopping over, he's gonna flash away. Safe to say the Elise from life. Maybe we don't get to see it again here at the LCK Cup. If they do make it into play-ins, we'll have to wait and see on that one as well. KT Rolster take the victory off of the backs of a very interesting